How are we all doing? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I've got my match week 5 predictions for the Premier League. International break is over. Had a bit of a week off from content. However, in the background I've been preparing some other videos. So don't think I've completely had a week off. But we're back now with the Premier League predictions. If you go on to enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe as always. Comment your predictions in the comment section down below. Of course, the Prediction League will be updated on the community tab after all the games have been played. Right then, let's get into these predictions. We start off on the Saturday on the 12:30 at Molineux. It's Wolves hosting Liverpool. In this one, I can only see one winner. And that's pretty obvious in Liverpool. They have surprised me the way they've started the season this year. Didn't think it would be as good as it has been. McAllister and I'm not going to pronounce his name. It starts with an S. The midfielder, fantastic, and I went under the radar for me, to be honest. I didn't really notice that transfer go through. In this one, Liverpool to win 3-0. Moving on to Aston Villa against Crystal Palace, two sides who I just recognise for being in the Premier League, to be honest. They never really at the top end, never really at the bottom. You know, occasionally they are, but they always manage to grind out a mid-table finish. In this one, I do think Villa will get over the line in a 2-1 victory. Going to be a good game though, this one. Off to Craven Cottage now, it's Fulham hosting Luton Town. Now, just a few years ago, this ended 7-0 to Fulham. Don't think it will be that one-sided here today in this game. I think Fulham will still win though, 3-0. Luton lost them out before the international break. Lost to Chelsea and West Ham. But it was close games in both of them. I just can't see them getting anything here against Fulham. It'll be a good opportunity to, but Fulham, they're doing pretty well recently, and you know, before the international break, give City a good game. Off to Old Trafford next, the visitors are Brighton. This is going to be a thriller of a game. Brighton, on their recent trajectory, have been incredible. Of course, they beat Newcastle before the international break. As for Manchester United, a few people were very disappointed with their performances recently. They lost somehow to Arsenal for the international break, where it was 1-1, late winner, rolled off for Manchester United, and then they conceded 2 in stoppage time. Man U fans got to be fuming with that. However, in this one, I think the bad form will continue. 2-1 to Brighton here. Off next, we go to Spurs taking on Sheffield United. Sheffield United, before the international break, started to pop up with a few decent performances. As for Spurs, though, been very impressed with Ange Postecoglou. I think I'm getting his name right now. Of course, Brennan Johnson, the big bit of business they did on deadline day for 47.5 million is just crazy. To be spending that much money, but not in this market, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the game, I think Spurs get the 3 points here and 3 goals to go with it. 3-0 to Tottenham in this one. Up next, it's West Ham hosting Manchester City at the London Stadium, where just last weekend it was used for the Simon charity match. What a game that was. A thriller of a game. It's crazy to think how YouTube's come so far, really. I think it was 60 or 65,000 tickets sold for that game at the stadium to watch it live. Incredible stuff. In this one, they take on Man City, though, at London Stadium, West Ham. And I think Man City will get the win. 2-0. Always a close game between these two sides, though. Off to Goodison Park next, it's Everton taking on Arsenal now. At Goodison, Everton do have a pretty good record against Arsenal, which is why I'm backing them to get a 1-1 draw in this one. Everton, I really don't want to see them in a relegation scrap this season. Dan Juma in the summer, I think he'll be a big player for them as well. They did lose Neil Maupay to Brentford on loan, I think it was. Quite a strange move, that one. But there we are, that's football for you. And of course, Arsenal did some really good business in the transfer window. Of course, signing Declan Rice being the main one. In this one, 1-1. Off to the vitality here. It's Bournemouth hosting Chelsea. Chelsea, are they back in the swing of things? They look to be, don't they? Of course, they got that win against Luton, and then falling short against Nottingham Forest. I don't think they played that bad though. In this one, I'm backing them to bounce back 3-1 against Bournemouth. Newcastle versus Brentford is the next one. Two sides who have impressed me in recent seasons. In this one though, there's only going to be one winner for predictions. I need the points. I think Newcastle will edge it 3-1. Brentford though, you never know what to expect. They could come out here and just win 4-0 and it would be a shock, but someone out there would have predicted it. Brentford are that type of team. For me though, it would happen. 3-1 to Newcastle. And the Monday night game to predict is Nottingham Forest taking on Burnley. Now, just a few weeks ago in the Carabao Cup, Burnley won this fixture 1-0 at the City Ground. I think the similar result here, 2-1 to the away side. Tricky game though. Forest, fantastic win against Chelsea before the international break. Burnley though, I think they'll get their first win of the season here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, drop a like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.